Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to another video. We're doing another get ready with me, but this time we're trying a ton of new makeup, you guys. I pulled out a few of my favorites, but I also have picked up a few recent products that I've shared with you guys, so I want to give those a try. I will keep you guys posted, obviously in like a pinned comment after I wear it throughout the entire day. I will come back to this video and keep you guys posted there. And also I really want to get back on my speed reviews because I love doing those. I just have not done one in literally like 9 months. And yeah, anyway, let's just jump into it. I had already started this video and I wasn't even recording, so I already put on the Danessa Myricks like blurring it's called the blurring balm powder. It doesn't feel like a powder to me. It's reminiscent of like the Tatcha powder, not necessarily like the putty primer. And I will say, when I initially put it on the first time, and even now, I don't see a lot of like blur, like a pore blurring effect. But throughout the day, I will say my makeup laid so freaking smooth. And I always double prime, you guys. I love any gripping primer. The hard candy one is my favorite. Highly recommend this. It's a little beat up, but I love this stuff. And it lasts a really long time because I'm telling you, like 9 times out of 10 when I'm doing my makeup, I will use this and I still have some in there. So I already let that kind of sit in for like a minute or so, and then I'm just gonna go in with the hard candy. What have you guys been up to? How are you? I know the last time, well, not the last video, but the video before that was a little bit heavy for me. I've been doing a little bit better, but just as I predicted in that video, I know my mental health so well that I know that it'll decline. And it did, you guys, it did. But this time around, I feel like the turnaround of like me getting back to normal and feeling more like myself has come faster. A lot of my issue with my anxiety has been that, and I don't want to make this whole video about like anxiety, but I did want to touch on it because I was so touched by people that reached out to me in the comments and in like my personal life, like either like reached out to me in any way, shape, or form. I truly appreciate that. Let's just let the primer sit for a little bit while I chat about this. But yeah, I was just super touched by that. And I don't know, I just wanted to give you guys an update because I feel like I've always strived to be super transparent on here. And I don't just want to drop something super heavy and be like, oh, come back like normal. So I am doing a little bit better. I'm going to go in with my Wet n Wild tinted hydrator. I love this stuff. One of my favorites. I have it in the shade light medium, by the way. It's a little bit off, but honestly, I'm not the best at my shade matching, so I've just come to terms with the fact that it'll work out. It's not that serious. So but this is one of my favorites, you guys. This is my second tube, and as you can see, I've already made a dent. But yeah, it's just that I've always tried to solve the issue. Like I've always wanted to make my anxiety go away. I think I'm gonna go in with a brush first, and I have to come to terms with the fact that it's never gonna go away. Like it's just a part of me, and like a weird, I know that kind of sounds weird, but it is. Like I have to come to terms with, like, I'm probably gonna be struggling with anxiety and my mental health for the rest of my life, and it will get better. Whoops. And so that's just part of me, like kind of accepting it and being like recognizing that it's going to pass. It's not permanent, even though in the moment when you're going through it, let me try to cover up this pimple because it's bothering me. Even though in the moment it's super hard to talk yourself down from a panic attack. I don't think I've shared like diagnoses that I've had, but I have been diagnosed with obviously long-term depression, which I deal with from time to time. I feel like I'm always kind of sad for no reason, which is also hard because especially when things aren't going wrong in my life, like I still kind of always feel sad. But it's gotten a lot better throughout the years. So I'm hoping that that gets better just in general. So I've been diagnosed with that. I've been diagnosed with general anxiety, which sounds so not what I experienced, because what I experienced seems so like intense and like scary that how the hell is it general anxiety? But I've been diagnosed with that. I don't like to self-diagnose, but I'm almost positive, and a therapist has told this to me before, that I most likely have PTSD. And the more that like I've been kind of in this journey of trying to figure out my mental health, the more it makes sense with like certain triggers and just how my anxiety comes on. So PTSD, I don't know how severe it is, but I think it's severe to the point to where like it's sometimes debilitating. And then I've been diagnosed with a panic disorder as well. So that's fun. Love panicking out of nowhere. Like literally I can be having the best day possible and I will suddenly feel like my life is being threatened. That's the best way to describe it. I just have like the sense of like hopelessness and like, oh, I'm sorry, you guys. I should have added a trigger warning in here, but I will probably have it in the title somewhere, like, or in the thumbnail. So I apologize, you guys. I am trying to get better with like the whole warning people like, hey, this is gonna be about this. I am so sorry. But yeah, and I don't know. I don't even know where I was going with that. So yeah, that's a little background of what I've been diagnosed with. I've never been on medication. I've always been not anti-medication, but terrified of medication. I think it's because of like how my panic attacks make me feel and my anxiety that I'm scared. I'm just scared. And so, but slowly but surely I have been more open to it. So I feel like eventually I will be on medication because I've been struggling with anxiety for a really long time. And y'all, it's tiring. Some days are, like I said, harder than others. Today is a really good day, even though I know I'm going to feel anxious after this because I feel anxious every single time I talk about my anxiety. This is the Catrice concealer, True Skin concealer, in the shade Vanilla 15. It is a little bit dark for me, but I like to lighten it up with the shade 05. And so I usually just do a mixture of that. I'm so sorry. I did forget to do bronzer, but we're gonna try the Rare Beauty one. Actually, I've been leaving my concealer just sitting there and then going in with my bronzer and cream blush if I'm gonna do that, and then it just kind of works out. So this is the shade Happy Soul. I still think it's a little bit too orange for me, but we'll see how it goes today. I do have the Tower 28 one, so if I need to warm it up a little bit, I can. I keep thinking that I have like the proper brushes in front of me, but I feel like everything that I need is in this guy here. The one that I didn't pull, so I'm just gonna use my Real Techniques. It's supposed to be a cheek brush, but again, you guys, you can use stuff for whatever works for you. I just like dense brushes like this to help me blend out stuff. And then I usually start with the brush and then eventually go in with the sponge anyway, just to kind of finish everything off. So yeah, yeah. It's a struggle every day, you guys, but I get through it. So if you're going through anything, and that's like on top of whatever life throws at me, like whatever stresses I have at work, whatever life throws at me. So yeah, but it is what it is. And I am definitely getting better at telling myself like it's gonna pass, it's temporary, like you will see light again. And it's definitely been working. So I don't want this to be a super sad video. Let's move on and talk about something else, you guys. But I just wanted to give you guys a quick update. I'm excited for this video to go up just because, like I said, I've never done a video like this. I'm excited about the mic because my last Get Ready With Me, there were certain times where you couldn't hear me. I'm trying to be better about like not covering my face up with the mirror. So we're working progress here. I'm excited with how my channel has been growing. We're literally almost at 300, you guys. So if you are here and you're new and you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe, turn on your post notifications, you guys. It will let you know every single time that I upload. Shorts are a little bit weird. Like I've had a couple people let me know that they don't get notification for my shorts, and I'm not sure why. So hopefully YouTube figures that out. But I am aware that YouTube always has issues with like notifying people, also with like unsubscribing people. So if you are subscribed, double check that you still are, because YouTube be playing people, honestly. I'm gonna go in with a little bit of the Tower 28 just because I just want to get a feel for this color. I picked up a random brush. I do this when I don't want to go overboard with the application and I want it to be super specific. So I'm gonna go literally just right here and right here, just because I wanna sometimes my forehead, I don't mind like a orangey bronzy look, But just like my cheeks, sometimes I want it to be a little more like chiseled, you know? So we're just gonna go in and blend that out. I don't have a cream blush, I don't believe so we're just not gonna do that. Then what I've been doing lately is spraying my face, you guys. I don't know why. I used to do this before. I stopped and I pulled out my ColourPop Fresh. I'm pretty sure it's called Pretty Fresh. Yeah, Pretty Fresh. I love this. I've already gone through a little mini and then I bought the full size and I'm making quite a dent in it. So I'm just gonna go in and just kind of refresh my makeup. This kind of helps me blend out my concealer better. If I'm having trouble blending my bronzer, it helps that too. So, and then I just kind of give it a little, let it dry. Hopefully that doesn't mess up the mic, sorry. But yeah, and then I just go in to try to blend a little better on the sides here. Sometimes I think I want like a brighter like T-zone, so I'm gonna go in with with the shade 05 of the Catrice concealer and just kind of pop some there, some here and some here, just to kind of balance things out, you know. And sometimes if I feel like I've gone too low with my contour, I will pop some right there. So today I feel like I'm good, but other days I will do it and go in there and clean it up. So let's grab our sponge. It's a little damp, but I'm just gonna wet it one more time with the Pretty Fresh. I love this setting spray, you guys. It's one of my favorites. Really, really good and affordable. So I'm gonna go in with these first. I always do my under eye last, and I just wanted to brighten this area up. I don't really fully care about covering this pimple. I'm sure you guys see it. I've never been like a full coverage girl. So I mean, if I have a pimple, it just like is what it is to me, and like I don't really worry about it, to be honest. It just, I might, especially because it's not flat, so to me it's just like you're still gonna be able to tell that I have a pimple. It's just not gonna be red. So there's nothing really that I feel like I need to conceal, because you're still gonna be able to, you know, like if it was flat and there was a blemish on the other hand, that I think I'm gonna go in with a little bit of my Tarte Shape Tape. I have the Tarte Shape Tape Creamy Concealer in the shade 22N. This is a little bit brighter, but I like the coverage of it a little bit better than the Catrice. And I feel like I just need some. I've been sleeping a little bit later than usual, and so I feel like my ojeras are real. Not too much, and a little bit of this goes a long way. I do prefer the creamy one instead of the regular Shape Tape, just because the regular Shape Tape is a little bit too dry in my opinion. So let's just blend that out. And I like the way my complexion looks so far. There's still a little bit of my redness peeking through on my nose. I don't mind that, honestly. I mean, it's a tinted hydrator. I didn't expect much coverage. You can build it up though, and as you can tell, I still have some of it on the back of my hand. So I could have added more. I just chose not to. And then with the end, I just go in and kind of blend everything else out with my sponge, because I do like blending stuff with a brush, but I don't know, sometimes I just prefer the sponge, you know. You see, I feel like I need a little bit more bronzer. What do you guys think? It doesn't look bad, but I don't know, it's just like not giving me what I need, if that makes sense. So I'm just gonna go ahead and set my face now, because I don't have any cream products. I don't think so. I did pull out my e.l.f. bronzer, but I really want to just let those two new bronzers kind of shine a little bit, and we'll see how they play. The Wet n Wild Loose setting powder is one of my favorites, you guys. I'm almost done with this, and I'm so proud of myself, because powder is kind of hard to like even go through. I was gonna say pan. I have a little triangle puff here that I got from Amazon, and we're just gonna, I always grab some like this, and it is a lot of powder, but then I take some off, and I always double check that I don't have to blend more out, and if I do, I blend it out before I set it, because you don't want to set those creases. Not me talking like I'm a professional, but yeah, I just basically go in and set that real quick. And then I'm also going to do my eyelids because I don't have anything on them right now. And then just with the regular, whatever's left on the back of my hand, I will do my smile lines right away because I crease on my smile lines really bad. I used to bake them, but then sometimes that dries them out, so I stopped. And then of course my nose is always something that makeup just falls off of my nose. I feel a lot of people have trouble with their nose, so that. And then I'm gonna grab like a fluffier brush. This is the e.l.f. Should I use this? This is a pointed powder brush. I really like this for bronzer, so I think I'm gonna stick to bronzer with that. I have this Real Techniques blush brush, and I'm just gonna kind of go in here, the cap where I poured some powder, and just grab a little bit just like that and set the rest of my makeup. I can't believe for years, you guys, for literal years, I never set my makeup. That is freaking crazy. And I've always been like a big sweater, like my face sweats a lot, especially my nose, my upper lip, like literally my T-zone will sweat so much. And I'm like, how did I not feel like my makeup was slipping off? But I will say that was when I was younger, and I feel like with age, your skin changes. So I look at my sister's makeup, like, because I have younger sisters, and their face doesn't look like they need powder. I mean, I'm pretty sure they set their face, but like I feel like if they just had like a regular foundation that would dry down to like a satin finish, they wouldn't need a powder. And like now, as opposed to me, I need a powder, like, but just like a light little set. So let's go in with the Fenty Beauty bronzer. I don't even know how many minutes we're on, you guys. I'm just rolling with it. So I want to go in with this. I just don't know what shade. So we have Private Island, In the Sun, Caramel Cutie, Naughty, and Thick Mint. So I think I'm going to go in with the first and second one. Just kind of like do a little bit of both. Do a little bit of this. I was going to say do a little bit of this. So yeah, this is definitely pigmented enough for me. Okay, I'm very happy. Let's go in, y'all. I already know I love this formula because I've already had the powder bronzer before, which I mentioned to you guys I'm regretting getting rid of. I think my sister actually grabbed it. Oh yes, I love this. Eventually, you guys, I want to get like real big lights here, but I'm just kind of waiting until my channel gets to that point, because right now obviously I'm not making any profit on this. I'm essentially just doing this shit for fun, which I do love. Like, I enjoy this, but you know, it would be nice to have a little bit of a profit, you know. So I told myself that the minute I'm consistent is when I would try to like start investing. So now that I've been consistent on YouTube for an entire year, so all of 2022 I was consistent. I took maybe like one break because of things that happen, I mean, life. And then we got COVID during 2022, so we kind of had to take a break with that. So but besides that, I did pretty freaking good. So let's go in with another blush brush, with the brush for blush. So I grabbed, like I said, those Sigma. I didn't actually, that was in another take. Picked up my Sigma duals here. So I have the Cinderella one. This is really pretty, really, really pretty, but I don't know if I want a peachy look like that. And then I also grabbed this Berry Glow one. That's pretty. I don't know, it's a little bit too pink. And then I have this one. This is Corta Rosa in here. Maybe I will go in with Corta Rosa. Corta Rosa is such a like staple color for Sigma. By the way, when this video goes up, I think it's going up the same day that I'm recording. I try to do that, but there are some days that I have to record earlier. So whatever today is, I don't know what date it is, or whenever I upload this, I think the sale is still going to be going on. So if you go over to Sigma's website with the code 14 years, they're having their like anniversary sale. You can get 40% off site wide. So you can get 40% off of this stuff, off of their brushes. They have really good face brushes, you guys. This is one of my favorite ones. This is the Contour and Blush Air one. This for cream products is so good. I don't know why I didn't use it. But that's really good. They have really good like eye brushes as well, but their face brushes for me are like the best that they have. So they have really good eyeshadow formula too. So if you're looking for a new eyeshadow palette, I would definitely go with Sigma. And of course, 40% off, you can't go wrong. Look at this. Look at how freaking beautiful it is. Oh my God. Looks so good. Okay, let's just pop up a little bit of eyeshadow. Well, bronzer using that Fenty Beauty palette here. Let's look for a Sigma brush. Okay, so yeah, this is one of my... No, it's not. I'm like, wait, sorry guys, I can't see. This is the Sigma E40. I really, really, really like this brush. So I think I'm just gonna go in with Private Island. That's like the orangey one. Maybe just mix it in with the first one too. So do the same thing that I did for my bronzer, but on my eyes. And I'm pretty much just gonna blend it here, you guys, in my crease. Nothing too serious, just something to kind of define my eyes so they don't look so flat as opposed to like the rest of my face. I want to learn how to sorry, my eyes are all, how to contour my nose, but y'all, I don't got no nose to contour. Like, as you can see, my bridge is so low. Like, I have such a tiny nose. And what's crazy is that for years I have been bullied for my nose numerous times in my lifetime. And like, I've hated my nose, but like, people like a smaller nose. Like, I always see people getting surgery to make their nose smaller, not to leave it bigger. So I don't know why I let these fucking bullies make me hate my nose, because it's not that bad. Is it a little turned up and like, can you see my nostrils? Yes, but like, it's not ugly. And so I feel I that's what I want to instill into my future kids. Like, love yourself. My dad always told me, like, si no te quieres a tú misma, nunca vas a querer. ¿Cómo vas a poder querer a alguien más? And that's essentially like, if you don't love yourself, how are you going to love somebody else? But the thing that my dad didn't do was kind of like show me how. Does that make sense? Like, he always told me to do it, but it's just like, okay, Dad, so like, how do I do it? So, and I know that it's a hard thing to explain, but to just instill into your kids, like, you are beautiful, you are enough. It doesn't matter what other people's opinion are of you. As long as you're good within yourself, you're good. Like, the people can say whatever they want. It does not matter. Like, you're pretty, you're beautiful, and it's good to be different. And so I always struggled with being different than anybody else. The obvious, my weight, I've always been a bigger girl. And you know, the thing is I've never strived to be like skinny. I've just wanted always to kind of be thinner than I am. But now people love the thick girls, and it's just like, y'all used to bully me for being bigger. It's crazy. So, I don't know why I went off on that little tangent, because my nose, I'm telling y'all, for years, my nose was like a big trigger for me. Like, don't look at my nose, don't talk about my nose, don't nothing. Until one day I was just like, you know what, I'm going to pierce my nose. Because I never pierced my nose before, because I was just like, it's just going to draw attention to it. Like, people are going to look at it, and I already hate my nose. But then I told myself, like, no, bitch, you're gonna do it and it's gonna be fine. And then eventually I did one side, and then I did the other side, and then I did one. Like, I've had both sides of my nose pierced, and then I kind of missed having a nose piercing, so I might do it again. Probably not, honestly, because I still get nervous getting piercings. But anyway, I know I went off on a tangent, but yeah, instill self-love in your children, because I've had to learn that as an adult. And I know that my dad had good intentions, of course. The lesson was there, but it was just like the execution part, you know? And I know he did the best he can. And I love my dad. My dad is like, I love my dad. He really is the best dad ever. Not me going to cry talking about my dad, but I truly love my dad. And I know that parents do the best they can with the knowledge that they have in front of them. And so I will never guilt or shame my dad for not doing things or doing things a certain way, because I can't be mad at somebody for not knowing something. Like, how am I, like, how? Nadie nace aprendido a hacer nada. Like, nobody's born knowing how to do anything. And so it is what it is. I love my dad. So shout out to all the dads. Shout out to all the single dads. My dad raised me on his own. And then, of course, eventually he did get married. And, like, shout out to my stepmom too. But, like, my dad, he's the GOAT. He really, truly is. I love my old man. Anyway, so yeah, let me just pop on some mascara. I'm gonna go in with the Probably like a combination of things. The Ilia, I recommended this to you guys. How long have I been rambling for, you guys? The world may never know, because I sure as hell don't. I can't fucking see, and I don't want to be super close. Oh, not bad. 25 minutes. Not bad. We're finishing up here. I do have a new lip color from About Face. It is About Face, that I picked up from Ulta recently, that I want to try. And then we're just going to set our face. And I think we're done, you guys, because I actually straightened my hair today. And so it doesn't look as busted as it did the last time. And yeah, this has been, I'd say, a pretty... I'm lying. Let's finish this off first. And then I freaking forgot about the Rare Beauty highlighter, you guys. Why didn't you guys remind me? I'm over here going on tangents. You get self-love, you get weedy. And I'm freaking forgetting about the highlighter. Oh, I love this mascara. Ilia Limitless. So freaking good, you guys. Oh, look at that. So good. I have little tiny eyelashes. My dad used to always say que tengo, how do you say eyelashes? Oh my God. I forget. Dude, I be forgetting words in Spanish that I know. Is it cejas? Cejas? No, that's eyebrows. I don't know, but he would tell me, oh, pestañas de becerro. Because, is becerro a goat? I don't know. Goat or sheep. You know how they have lashes that are like super straight and just cover their eyes? He would always say that I have that, and it's true. I really do. I also just remembered that the Fenty Beauty bronzer palette has a couple highlights, so I think I'm just gonna pop one of those in my inner corner, and then use the Rare Beauty to highlight the rest of my face. So let's get this done, you guys. Under 30 minutes. Let's do it. I'm having fun, you guys. I really am. I'm in a really good mood. So kudos, or yay me. So let's grab another Sigma brush. That's one of my favorites. This is the F03. This is a highlighter brush. I like this for highlight or cream blush if I want like a super precise application. I really enjoy it. I'm loving the Corte Rosa blush. Okay, so I grabbed the shade Exhilarate. I showed you guys in my haul. No, I just nicked it. Look at how beautiful. You see right there where I hit it with the end of the brush. Okay, so I've seen that this is super intense, so we're just gonna go in very lightly, still tap it off. You see all that? And then just go in the face. Sometimes I have trouble with applying my highlighter because I'll be doing like a streak and I'm like, girl, blend that shit. So I don't see it. Am I blind? I'm like, I'm not wearing my glasses, but oh, I see it. Can you see it? Should I do a little more? Let's do a little more. No pasa nada, right? Dude, the older I get, you guys, the more Spanglish I feel like I speak. And which is funny because Marissa, my wife, doesn't speak any Spanish. But I was speaking Spanish to her like she speaks Spanish. And she has picked up on a lot of English. I mean, we've been together for almost 6 years now. Literally in 2 weeks, it'll be 6 years. Oh, now I see the highlight. Now I see it. But every time I think I went overboard, I go back with my powder brush and just kind of like brush that out to kind of blend it. And if I feel like it's still gone a little overboard, I think it's fine now. You can always go in with your sponge, you guys. Okay, let's go in with the Fenty one in the inner corners. So this has Fat Glass and Gold Card. So I think I'm gonna go with Fat Glass. That's this top one right here. Do I turn it? Me struggling. Okay, so just with my finger, looks really pretty. I don't know why I've never tried a Fenty Beauty highlighter. And then I'm just gonna pop it in my inner corner. And honestly, I don't even do it like precise or anything. I just kind of messily do it. There you go. I think it looks really good. Then let's go in with my brow gel. Usually like my brows get a little like dull after I've kind of like set them. Maybelline, the Fast Brow Sculpt. One of my favorites. Holy Grail. I will always repurchase this, but I kind of just like touching them up. Like this, just a little bit, just to darken them back up. I love a bushy brow, you guys. So find a brow gel that works for you and gives you the effect that you like. Oh, also quick update. I tried the Rare Beauty eyebrow pencil. Fell. I'm gonna return it. It's too waxy and too, I don't know, it just kind of gave me the effect of like my eyebrows just being like stuck on my face and not like hair like the way I like them. So that's a fail. Hopefully I can find the packaging because I took it out of the packaging. So okay, I think we're good. Let's just do the lip real quick. I'm not even gonna go with the lip liner because that'll be a whole another 5 minutes. So this is the About Face in the shade, what is the shade? I'm pretty sure it's called Slumber. Okay, this is a really pretty. I wore it the other day just for a little bit, so I don't really know about the formula, but look at that, so beautiful. It's really rare that I just slap on a lip color, but we're running out of time, you guys. Not really, right? But I don't want this video to be extremely long. That is so pretty. I will say it feels a little gritty, like sandy. And I already had a lip balm on my lips. I'm wearing the Laneige Sleep Lip Treatment. Okay, that's pretty. So let's just take off, or actually no, let's set our face. I'm not wearing anything on my waterline. I don't know why I'm talking. Because let me try not to disturb the mic. Like I said, I'm just gonna hang out at home today, and so I didn't feel like the need to go overboard. But I can show you what I would normally use on a regular day. So I straightened my hair today. I feel like it looks pretty good. Excuse the cat hair. But normally I would go in with my Urban Decay Slide On Glide On 24-hour liner in the shade Perversion. This is really good, you guys. And then, or brown, I really like the KVD one. I recently picked this one up. This is the KVD liner in the shade Onyx Brown. This is a really pretty brown. Sometimes I like a brown instead of a black, or depending on my eye look. But yeah, you guys, that is it for this Get Ready With Me. I'm sorry about the glare, but I'm really satisfied with today's look. I'm satisfied with the video. So you guys will hopefully see this soon. Check out Sigma with the code 14 years. I love this lip color. Definitely have to pair with the brown liner because you know me. But yeah, if you like this video, again, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.